Hi, welcome to the first step of the new LKTR120 version V2 bitlog. So, where I spread everywhere all the material, including this bigger, larger plastic bag. And the first step, I think, is to start to mount the standoff. Now comes in aluminium, and as well the basic fit. Okay, so I will use the photos given in the Oversky website here, as you can see here. So, sorry, I hope you can see there. And well, I will be able to copy because there is no instruction manual who comes with the plastic bag. So the first thing it will be to attach the standoff. Okay, we take a magnetic screwdriver. Let's go. Okay, I will probably install in accelerate the standoff. So you have to take something small screwdriver to pre-insert the hole. Actually, you can pinch. Okay. So you have 6 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Compared to the photos, now the standoff come in red edition, more cute, I found. Okay. The screws are very tiny. They are, well, I can probably measure. They are something like M1 or 1.5. Pretty narrow screws. So it's basically not very hard. So I would just install the in the bottom part on the frame. Okay, 2 more. And after I will release the install the feet. So they come in nylon edition. So you have 2 spare, one I guess with different landing, they will be damaged versus time. So thanks, they give 2 spare one. The screws are very tiny. Okay, and the last. Okay, I can give you an indication of the weight with the standoff install. So now it's 10 grams. Okay, maybe more because no, it's 10 gram. 10 gram exactly. Okay, now we install the landing gears, the feet. So basically you have to take this small plastic transparent. So they are 2.5 millimeters large, and in length something like 15 millimeters. Okay, so the screws are also very tiny. Like 1 millimeter 50 by 5, something like this. Yes, 6. Okay, so I will do like the standoff. I will insert from, but sorry, maybe I will take this magnetic. It's not working. There seems to be an aluminium. It's not magnetic. So I don't know exactly how it's, but I guess you have to hold the tube Okay, like this, and it's fixed. The two other, well, three others. Pre-insert. Okay, start to screw by holding the voila. Okay, two more. Sorry. So sometimes, yes, it's a bit tricky to insert into the hole, then holding. Okay, and the last one. So basically, the first step are pretty easy. I will meet more problems when I have to install the all the different elements. You have the flying controlling board, the 4 ESC, the DVR module, and the video transmitter. Everything should be settled inside the internal part. Okay, so everything will be light. So I guess it's very important the order of installation. So I can give you now an idea of the weight. I hope I can still measure. Yes, it's 10 gram 4, so only 0.4 grams added by the landing gears. Is pretty light. Okay, so the next step, I guess I will start to install the motors. Okay, I open the bag with the 4 motors. It's nice because you have an indication. For example, you have the counterclockwise or clockwise motors, so it will be pretty easy to install. And you know, this part here, I will probably install some liquid electrical tape to be sure that this part is strong, because I'm afraid it can break during a crash. So basically you have this bag of small screws there. So I will start 4 screws, and of course each time it's good to install some blue locked to lock your screws definitively and avoid vibration to unscrew to untight your screws. Okay, I will start with the first clockwise motor. So I advise you to just remove one motor by one motor. So clockwise will be installed in front left and rear right. Okay, so basically they have to be installed like this. Okay, I will reinforce the cable later, but first the hardest task is to try to install the very tiny screws. So I will open all of them here, install on my magnetic screw holder. Okay, luckily they are magnetic, so you can see. And well, I hope everything will be okay. So let's go. Oops, I was lucky. So basically you have to install, so be aware of the sense of your cable like this. So maybe the first one will be the hardest to install, but as soon as done, the rest will be much more easier. I don't know why my magnetic screwdriver is not working. It should. center. Okay, it's done. I will be able to do the 3 other screws there. So don't tie too much. Okay, and install the other one. So I will probably accelerate this step. Not sure. No, it's not working, not magnetic. It's strange. Anyway. Okay. Seems to be okay for this one, these motors. So nothing complex. Just some good highs. I'm losing mine. So okay. Okay, and the last one. Yes, finally my screwdriver is magnetic. So maybe he lost some power somewhere. So the motors are announced to be 6500 kV, which is not bad at all. 2S compatible. I can give you the thickness of the shaft. It should be 1 mm 5. Yes, no problem. 1 mm 5. Okay, so I will continue with the other clockwise motors and continue like this. Okay, I depict in the photos I managed to push the connector inside the more inner hole. Okay, so be cautious in order to give the protect the wires. Okay, so I will be able to after to plug to the AC like this. It will protect, nothing like in the photos. So you have to push gently the connector. Be aware to not break. This is very important. This cable here. After I will install some electrical tape there. Okay, I will continue with the second clockwise motor. Should be installed in the rear right. So the same. Try to okay. So it should be installed like this. Oops. Sorry. Try to target, oh, definitively, the hole. Either like this, or yeah, it should be more like this. So I hope to take, yes, this time is more working efficiently. So I will try to, it's not so obvious. So for the first one, you should. Oh, it's done. Yes. So don't tie too much the first one. Pick another one. Okay, and it should be more easier now. Okay, as I did for the front right, I will pre-insert the connector. So you have to push it. So when you insert it, I observe that it comes better by pushing on the side. On the okay, it's coming. Okay, it's done. So do it gently, like this. Do not damage anything. Okay, and I will install some liquid electrical tape also. Okay. Like this. Okay, so now let's go for the two counterclockwise motors. Okay, here is the first counterclockwise motors. I will install it front right. Okay. More like this. Okay. Take a screw. Not two, but only one for starting. Oh, I'm lucky. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the third motor is done. I will also, like the other, install gently the connector. So I will push my okay, start to come. And again after the other side. Gently pull after on the connector. I will install the liquid electrical tape. And I need to replace it, it starts to be old. I will have more. Okay, and I will finish with the last counterclockwise motors. Okay, so here is the last motors. So basically I have to install it. So let me check that. More or less like this. Take the first screws. So if the first is not perfectly aligned, okay, just play with the motors. And voila. So after, just need to align this. Okay. You have a spare screws on the bag, so it's nice. Sorry. Wrong hole. And voila. So for the last, I will also play with the connector. Okay. Gently press like this. Okay, retrieve it in the opponent side, and voila. And I will add my liquid electrical tape. So beware with this product. can be potentially dangerous. So after you make this kind of loop to re-engage inside like this. So it was the last steps for the installation. You have a free props there, well, very strong, and I will give you the information about the weight when the job is done. Now it's 26.6, close to 27 grams. Okay, so well, 26.5 grams, which is pretty light. Okay, the next step will be, I guess, the installation of ESC, the 4 ESC. So as you can see, all of them, the 4 weights are 8.2 grams. So whatever the sense, they are the same because the sense of rotation is done by the motors. So provided with the CSC, you have a bag with this red double side tape. You have one spare one, I guess, some 3M one. So I guess they have to be used to install the ESC. I will install on each side like this, okay. But you have to be aware that after you have to to install, I guess, the video transmitter on the like this. So it means that you should leave the central part more or less free to welcome the rubber band of the camera module. Okay, so be aware. So if you can tape the ESC, try to be close to the border of the frame like this. Okay, I will connect the first one. You cannot really be wrong. You have a sense of the connector. So don't try to. Oops, sorry. Okay. Well, for this one is done. This second. So it's a nice initiative to have some connector. So the replacement will be very easy. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, for two. The last one. So as you can see, they won't have a lot of free room to welcome everything. I'm trying to optimize after how to position everything so not to break this part. It's very fragile. So I will install the other one. Okay, and the last. so it starts to be occupied. So now the more tricky in this bit log will start, because you will have to handle with the lack of free place. Okay. Okay, we measure now the weight with the C and more, so it should be okay. Clean to 34.7 gram, close to 35 grams. Now I will try to install the tape there, so I have to be sure in which sense it will avoid the most mechanical constraint on the wire and on the top here, to be the more easy to access. Okay, so I found the way to install like the photos. So the idea is to install the connector on top like this, to bind gently the connector in perpendicular way. Be aware to not install some constraint here. This is a more fragile, so I will add again some liquid electrical tape. And as you can see, I start to install the tape. I didn't remove the opponent side of the tape, and I will install like this, the two like this. So just to give you an idea, so it's possible that everything is linked. So now I will remove the upper part of the double side. Okay, I will try to remove gently with the tweezer. Oh, maybe I don't need. I don't know exactly. Probably should be taped. Maybe just to install. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not to be removed. I will stay like this and install now the second one. Okay. So it's taped. Yeah, and they are maintained by the standoff, so that's good. So, yeah, and I think it will be flat enough to that the camera ribbon can be installed on top like this. So now I will do the rear part. Yeah, I think it should be more or less like this. So I will install. So gently turn, bend the connector of the ESC. Yes, and it's, yeah, seems to be okay. Yes, should be like this. Oh, not bad. So just to give you an idea, how is it? I will let, well, I don't know exactly, but it's better to be amortized, I guess. And the last one, so gently go here. Prepare. Gently bend the last ESC. it should be done like this. So now when it's in position, I will install that part. I'm not sure they are to be installed here, but I will. In the worst case, they have to be installed on the top of the SC. But anyway, sounds good like this. It's more or less flat, so not bad at all. Okay, like this, as you can see, it will be protected by the upper part. So I will do something like this, if I can, like this. Okay, be sure that the micro USB connector is available there on the side, and it should be done. And you have to be sure that the bind button is it's possible to access to it from the top, because you will need to bind it at least before to attach the cover, the upper part of the structure. You have to bind first your video the receiver, sorry. So I will continue. I don't know if there is a tape or not, but I will attach to the motor, so I don't know on which one. There is no indication about the which one to use, but I will check that. Okay, according to the documentation of the Oversky 32 version B frame controlling board incorporating DSM2 receiver, you have the following pinout. So according to this photo there, I can show you here. Okay, maybe. Okay, you have the different pinouts. So you have the 4, 2, 1 and 3, and you have to take into account the Quad X default NAS 32. So 4, 2, 3, 1 are exactly this one, 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay, exactly. So basically it's equivalent to do something like this. Okay, so 4 for the front left motors, 2 for the front right, 1 is the rear right, and the last is the rear left. Okay, this is a 3. So like this, you should follow the NAS 32 pinout. So before to continue the installation, I will bind the receiver. Okay, so I will use this provided LiPo, and to bind this receiver, you have to press the bind button while you are powering your radio. It's a little bit tricky to do, so you have to keep press the button, and after you have to run. For example, I will bind with my Devo controller. In DSM2, you have to launch the binding processes. Okay, so I will do that now. Okay, so I will turn my Devo controller. So I start to prepare a more profile LKTR120. So you go to and you have to be ready to select the DSM2 protocol. I hope you can see like this. Yes, and the bind button. So when I will be ready, I just have to press a bind, the ENT button there. Okay, and at the same time, I will try to press the bind button. It's a little bit tricky, like this, and try to power the. So, if it's possible to do it with one hand, so keep it like this. The thumb is pressing the bind button while you are powering the cable. Okay, and bind. So you normally should stay solid when it's bind. I will reduce the procedure. Okay, press with the thumb the bind button. This is a bit tricky. With your two fingers, try to connect the LiPo and press the bind button. And I don't know if it's working. It seems not, so I will reduce the process. Okay, I redo it now. It works, but exactly what I did. So you get a solid line, so it's bound. I don't know if it's working or not to harm. So I will, of course, the head points are not set, but you can already start to plug on your base flight, a clean flight, to check that everything is working. So, but at least it's bound. Okay, the next step before to install is first to plug a micro USB cable to your computer. So as you can see, since I've got a red solid line LEDs, it means that my transmitter is bound with the receiver, and I will check with the base flight, which is the default OS coming. So you have to connect and you check, go to the motor panel and check here, be sure to have no props, and you can see that if I moving the motor is spinning. So I hope it's okay. Okay, here is the final result of the assembling of the LKTR120. So as I said, I installed the DVR board backward, but I installed the VTX transmitter on the rear side of the upper plate, so we'd be more or less protected by the LiPo battery. I installed the boot velcro strap there. Okay, so well, the video transmitter is not protected, but the antenna will be installed more vertically, so I will gently bend the antenna like this and it will be broadcast more vertically. So without the props it's 76 grams, so it's pretty light, and well, the sounds good. So I will install the props and make some first demo flight. Okay, it was the some step-by-step or more or less some advice to how to assemble your LKTR 120. So thank you for watching, bye bye.